Hello everybody and welcome to today's episode of Sodas and Popcorn Reviews. Okay, I'll just stop right there. I'm trying to channel my Gabriel Afolayan Kossi accent. Yep, I'm sure you've already guessed the movie I'm talking about. If you've seen it already, I'm talking about Coming From Insanity. Check out the trailer.
You know how all the suicide bombers are supposed to get virgins when they get to paradise? This is paradise.
Corneille a été missionnaire dans plus de 50 pays. J'ai jamais vu un enfant avec une telle intelligence.
I brought that boy into this house for one reason. To keep this house clean.
This is not the end of the world. Even the end of the world is not the end of the world.
But it could be the end of the week.
I should have done everything for them not to bring me to this country. I should have held onto a knife. I should have fought. I shouldn't have done that. I'm working on something. And I will need you.
So, Coming From Insanity is a movie that was made in 2019. Wow, 2019 had some really good movies, guys. Like 2019 was legit that year, man. So 2019 had Coming From Insanity. 2019 had Living in Bondage. 2019 had Nimbe. 2019 had man, there were a lot of good movies that came out in 2019. Well, some good, some bad, and I think Coming From Insanity happens to be one of those good movies. I probably let the cat out of the bag too early, but I guess that's because I was really impressed with this movie. So what exactly was Coming From Insanity about? From the trailer, you probably guessed it. So this genius level boy that was smuggled into the country but found himself lucky, one of the lucky ones, and finds himself in the elite society and the elite part of Lagos, living with a very rich family. And then they took him in and they really treated him like he was part of the family, or treated him well enough like it was part of the family. And but he wanted more. He wanted more in life, and he finally decided that he was just going to do anything to get what he wanted. And one way or the other, he stumbled into the act of making money. Literally. Yep. He decided to start making money by making money. So that's basically what the movie was about. And of course, there was a police officer who was on his case, trying to catch the case, and then there were some other supporting cast here and there. So, what did I think about Coming From Insanity? Right off the top, Coming From Insanity was really good. I saw this movie twice just to be sure that this validation that I just gave it is actually valid. And on both occasions, I was hooked. Yeah, it had its flaws, which I'll mention some of them. But all in all, production-wise, storytelling-wise, acting, I think the movie really did a great job. So, yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. And in terms of the storytelling, in terms of the directing, the cinematography, in terms of the character building and things like that, I think everything was well thought out. Sometimes probably too much, because there were some parts where there was a lot of shalayeing going on, and I felt like, okay, maybe some of this isn't necessary. I really enjoyed the way the story was told, the style, which was the narrative style. It reminded me of movies like Goodfellas. Classic, man, classic. If you've not seen that movie, I wonder what you're doing. Goodfellas by Martin Scorsese, that had a similar narrative style, and I think there were even some. You could tell that there were references that this guy actually paid homage or had some form of respect for Martin Scorsese in this movie, and I really enjoyed seeing the style that he used, and it also helped me. And I think the fact that Gabriel gave the performance of his career in this movie, literally legit, the performance of his career also helped carry the movie along, because every time he was on screen, it gave me joy. The only thing is that the accent what's it called? Togolese people have. I'm not so sure about that, but regardless, I really enjoyed his acting. His acting was really superb. Now, the tense nature of the storytelling, there were moments when the story had a build-up and you could tell that, okay, this is it. It's either this guy dies right now, or these people die right now, or they make it to the next, finish line or to the next checkpoint or something. The movie had a lot of those moments, and I think that's the making of a really well thought out movie. And kudos to the writer director of this movie, is Akinyemi Sebastian Akinrokpo, who did a great job. I've never heard of him, and as a matter of fact, I'll just check out some of the works he has done right now to see some of the things he has done before. But that was the first time I actually saw him, and there was so much beauty in the way he actually made this movie, and you could tell that this was a passion project. This wasn't just a project that was about making money, because I don't even think he made much money. Oh yeah, so his filmography, there's just one credit coming from Insanity for writing, editing, and directing. So I'm sure he pretty much poured out his heart completely into this movie, and I think that's what makes somebody that one should look out for. This reminds me of when I first saw Confusion and War, and I was like, okay, this is a really impressive project that somebody really took time to actually make. And who knows, this Akinyemi fellow could be on to something big with the next couple of works, which he is going to do. So the tension, the suspense in Coming From Insanity was also really impressive. I really enjoyed, seeing some certain moments. Oh, are they going to escape? Reminded me of the movie Argo, which was the Ben Affleck movie about rescuing some people that were stuck in the Middle East. It reminded me of certain moments in Argo where I was really tensed and things like that. So story-wise, it was really well made for me. I really enjoyed it, and I can't really say okay in terms of plot holes, maybe except for the great escape. Maybe that was a bit too easy and things like that. So in terms of storytelling, I really give the movie an A+, and that's something that is very rare when it comes to Nollywood movies, because most times the story is the downfall of the movie. And that brings us to the cinematography and the directing. The camera angles in certain scenes. There was this particular scene where Kossi was actually walking into, was it a car park, to see somebody, and the way the camera actually followed him and the way the camera works was done in that particular scene was really impressive. There were some drone shots and some crane shots, and some really interesting shots. Also, some shots were also really funny, and that's something that really I can say, okay, I really enjoyed seeing the way that this movie was made. Even the cinematography was also really good. So altogether, I think Coming From Insanity was a movie that I really enjoyed very much. I think it was a movie that was well made, and it's a movie I would recommend for people who are looking for something that gives them suspense, something that gives them solid drama, and good enough acting. In terms of acting, of course, everybody in the movie, like I said, they did a really good job. Of course, but Gabriel Afolayan stole this show from everybody else. He was really amazing in this movie. And I think, of course, Damilola Adegbite was also somebody that really did an impressive job also in acting. Wale Ojo, who was the supporting cast and played the role of Damilola's brother in the movie. He tried enough as the rich, spoilt boy. Tried enough. And Udoka Oyeka, who played the role of Detective Toye, a man who I would say his case is a serious one, because that's a serious case of women as scum because of what happened to him in this movie. If you've seen the movie, you'll understand what I mean. I think he also did a great job in this movie. So for me, in the end, I think Coming From Insanity gets a popcorn and soda from me, and that's because this movie was really impressive and I really enjoyed checking it out, and I think you guys are also going to enjoy it. Until next time, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on post notification, and check out other videos of other reviews that we've done. We've done quite a number of reviews on the channel, and if you want to see some other forms of content like countdowns and exciting other movie forms of content, please feel free to subscribe and hit the notification button. Until next time, I'm your host Muyiwa, and thank you for watching this video.